What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is the MG3 or the MG MG3. It's all over the bloody internet, I don't actually know what it's called. But anyway, this is a small hatchback made by SAIC who owns MG. And well, we're gonna review it. And I have done another MG video before. Did China save the MG Rover brand? So if you want to check that out, you can do. But anyway, let's get into the review. So, what is the exterior like? Well, it's a pretty bad start for the pre-facelift. It's horrid! I mean, it just looks like a fish that's trying to smooch. It's got like a black fin strip where the lights meet, which doesn't work. The big MG badge also doesn't work like that properly. And the bumper just like extends a bit and it just doesn't work very well. However, all improved with the facelift. It looks a lot better. The grille is a good shape, it's a good size, it's in a good position, and it doesn't point like, I don't know, like a pointer dog or sniffer dog. The side profile is pretty much the same on both cars. It's inoffensive really, besides that a pillar which is black and no other pillars. And it's got cheap door handles as well that go under. The pre-facelift rear is not great. The sensors are pretty noticeable. There's only 3 of them as well, and they're all in the center, none in the corners, which makes it more difficult for parking. The lights aren't really for me either. However, the facelift is much better, lights are a lot better, and that's really about it, and the sensors are still the same situation. So, the interior. And again, it's a bad start. It's just drab, there's nothing there. Sure, there's some red, and there's some black, and there's some silverish grey, but it's not okay. And granted, it's cheap, but I mean, a better design could be a bit better than this. And you got like a weird compartment on the top. It's weird. And the climate control is OCD not friendly. However, facelift, all is much better. It has been improved. There is no compartment at the top. You get a sat-nav infotainment screen. The vents are a better shape, and the climate control is now OCD friendly. However, the plastics are cheap. Now I know it's a cheap car, but they're still cheap, very cheap. What is the performance like? And well, this will be pretty easy since there's only one engine and one gearbox choice to go for. It's a 1.5 litre 4-cylinder with 104 brake horsepower. It has 101 pound-feet of torque. Depending on what trim you get, it weighs between 1.1 and 1.2 tons, and you get a lousy 5-speed gearbox. 0 to 60 is 10.6 seconds, which is pretty swift for a super mini, and for that price as well. Top speed is only 108 miles an hour though, which seems a lot less than it should be for a car with over 100 horsepower. It's a bit odd, maybe a 6-speed would improve that. But here's the thing, like I said before, it's a very old engine. It's a massive 1.5 litre, and it has massive CO2 emissions. MPG isn't exactly brilliant either. But practicality. And well, this is something good for the MG3. Finally, something to shine upon. The rear space is decent. It is actually quite good for the car of this size and price. The boot is 285 litres big, which besides the Dacia Sandero, which has a bigger boot, it's a pretty big boot, and well, it's class leading, although not in first place. So that is one good thing, or should I say 2 good things that are going for this car. Next is the handling. Well, it handles alright, I can say that. You know, it goes through the corners fine, nothing wrong with that. However, the suspension is a bit on the stiffer side, so ride is a bit compromised. Is there anything else worth noting? Well, reliability is absolute rubbish. I've looked at reviews online and people, well, one person said that the clutch had gone and barely any miles on it. And MG right now isn't known for good reliability. But I guess that is kind of a trend, since MG Rover has always been bad in reliability. You do get quite a good warranty. You can either have 5 years, or if you get one at a slightly later date, 7 years, and this is pictures from the MG website. So, what is the verdict? Well, the pros are, it's quite fast for a small, cheap Super Mini. The rear passenger space is quite good. The facelift is a big improvement on the inside and out in terms of design. There is a long warranty going for it, which is pretty good. The handling is decent, and there's a large boot space. However, the cons are the reliability is poor, and I mean poor. The interior is cheap, like cheap plastics everywhere, but if you're just going from A to B, that shouldn't really matter to you. There's only one engine and one gearbox choice, which means if you want a smaller engine, no can do. If you want a diesel, which you shouldn't at this point in time, no can do. If you want automatic, again, no can do. The pre-facelift is just ugly as hell. Especially that front, I would just avoid the pre-facelift completely. The fuel economy is poor because of that massive engine that has no technology on it at all. Like say a Ford Fiesta 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo. And because it's such a large engine, it has big CO2 emissions, which means if you're in Britain and you buy the car, or before the car was made before the certain point where all cars cost the same in tax, it'll be quite high for a cheap Super Mini like that. And the ride is pretty firm. So like living in London, yeah, potholes and cracks, yeah, you're not gonna have the most comfortable ride in the world. But anyway, that is the review of the MG3. Would I recommend this car? Well, honestly, if you want practicality for a cheap price, then I suggest get a Dacia Sandero, honestly. The boot is much bigger. I don't actually know about the rear passenger space on the Dacia, but it's cheaper than the MG as well. However, if you want something different, God help your soul, you want one of these. Honestly, the reliability is just a big no-no. The fact that you only get one engine and gearbox choice, it's not going to be popular against people who have, like, I don't know, an automatic license, or people who have a problem with one of their feet. And the fact that that one engine is not that fuel efficient and has a lot of CO2, it's, you know, not great according to environmentalists on this planet. And, you know, the ride isn't exactly brilliant. So honestly, I would avoid this car. Honestly, I would never buy one. If MG are watching, I'm sorry, but I had to say the truth, and I'm not afraid to say the truth. But anyway, if you would like to check out my other channel, then I will leave that in the description below. And follow me on Instagram, even though that'll be at the end clip anyway, which you can see. But anyway, next video will be an electric car. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. Review of an electric car. If you want to, you can guess in the comments what it will be. And while we're talking about comments, if you want me to review a certain car, leave it in the comments of this video, and if I can find enough information on it online, I can do a review on it in the coming weeks. But anyway, peace out.